the Cosworth. The turbo on the early models worked in geological time. And it had the most preposterous wide boy image. But you tended not to be thinking about that sort of thing as you came out of a little left-right kink and nailed it. This really was the ultimate hot hatchback. Now this is not any old Cosworth. It used to be mine. This was the very car I used to run around in the early 90s. Now I did most things in and with it, but one of the regrets I have is that I never brought it to North Yorkshire and never took it over the Buttertubs Pass. Time now to rectify that. One of my all-time favourite roads is going to meet one of my all-time favourite cars. Nostalgic moment, this. It's like playing tonsil hockey with an old girlfriend. Exciting and yet strangely familiar. It's all coming back to me. I even remember its name. It's not, as you might think, a Ford Escort RS Cosworth. It's a Cosworth. And there's a special way of saying that. Don't move your lips, and then at the end, leave your mouth open, okay? Let's practice that. Cosworth. I've got a Cosworth. And this is where you really start to be thankful for the four-wheel drive, because all that stands between me and a, I don't know, 500-foot tumble to a fiery death is a little green hosepipe. Still, at least it isn't busy. Now this is why this is called the Buttertubs Pass. These are the Buttertubs here. They're big holes in the ground caused by years of precipitation eroding the carboniferous sedimentary limestone. Now the important thing to remember about this geological... Sorry, but big holes in the ground are no match for getting out there and making big holes in the air. Ooh, what's this? Traffic. Field over it, big brakes, which of course you need on this road because you never know where the sheep's going to be, and they're worth at least 50p these days. This is just such a good car. Why doesn't Ford make stuff like this today? Why don't they? Why don't you make stuff like this today? The trouble is, of course, that the Cosworth came along just as the 80s began to implode. New words became etched on the national consciousness. Blackbird leads, ram raiding. Police video footage made superstars of the joyriders, and insurance premiums went through the roof, past the chimney pot and right to the top of the television aerial. I was once quoted £25,000 to insure a Cosworth for 1 year, 3,000 more than it was worth. The results were alarming. Hot hatch sales dwindled to naught and the architect of the era that created them was ousted from number 10. The Berlin Wall fell over and people gave up champagne because it was cruel to grapes. Then, when Mr. Prescott took charge of transport, it was a case of tilt. Game over. Good night.